The game begins with the company logo, followed by a simple main menu. I'll press play to start. First, I need to choose my team leader. The leader plays a key role and is the only character who cannot be removed from the team. I can scroll through 6 different characters. They all start with the same experience, but each one has unique skills and profession-based items. For this run, I'm choosing the plumber. This gives me early access to water-related tasks, which are critical for survival. After confirming my choice, the game loads, showing random survival tips at the bottom of the screen. Now I'm in the main view, the default gameplay screen where most of the action takes place. My first prepper arrives by bus and walks toward the shelter. The environment is divided into 2 areas, the shelter and the surrounding neighborhood. Once the prepper reaches the shelter, his auto behavior activates, and he immediately looks for available tasks within the shelter. These tasks are highlighted with indicators, in this case, a water filtering task. The prepper moves to the kitchen station and begins working. Lights and electronic devices consume money resources when active, and visual indicators display their operational cost. While the task is in progress, I'll explain the scene environment and player's control in the main view. The main view is the default screen and serves as the central hub for monitoring the scene and managing activities. Pressing the main view button automatically recenters the camera on the midpoint of the scene, resetting it to the default angle. Players can freely move the camera within the scene boundaries to explore different areas. A double tap briefly zooms in or out for closer inspection, while the rotate button turns the view in 90-degree increments, allowing players to evaluate layouts, tasks, and character positions from multiple perspectives. The main view also provides direct access to key gameplay systems through on-screen buttons. Sliding resource panels give quick access to team's inventory without leaving the screen. The safe displays gold and money. The closet stores wood and metal, and the fridge holds food and water, all critical for survival. Outside the shelter, the scene includes various stations and points of interest. The bus station serves as the main entry and exit point. Resource collection points include trees, scrap metal, farms, and docks for off-grid gathering. Neighboring houses are also present, each occupied by 1 or 2 preppers with their own skills and daily routines. Task indicators near these houses represent community favors, which players can complete to earn future assistance from their neighbors. Now the task is complete. The prepper delivers the filtered water to the fridge. Inventory activity is visualized through animated indicators above storage units, showing when resources are added or removed. At this point, since his basic needs are met, he defaults to resting and watching TV. But I don't want to waste time on unnecessary rest. I saw another water filtering task available at the dock, outside the shelter, so I'm going to step in and take control. I switch to the character view, where I can directly manage my team and assign tasks. Since this task is outside the shelter, it won't be handled automatically. It must be assigned manually by the player. At the bottom of the screen, the control panel allows me to assign tasks and set priorities for each prepper. Here, I can choose between general tasks like sleeping, eating, working, and learning, which are shown with black and white icons, and skill-based tasks, which are color-coded. I'm selecting water filtering as the next task. Skill levels are indicated by color: bronze for beginner, silver for certified, gold for professional, and platinum for expert. Higher skill levels reduce task duration and improve efficiency. Once the prepper finishes resting, he transitions to the assigned task and begins moving toward the dock. While I'm here, I'll also assign his next task in advance. I want him to go to work after this, keeping the workflow continuous and efficient. While my leader is busy, I'll explain the core player controls in the character view. The most important element here is the character health system. Each prepper's condition is managed through status bars that represent their basic needs and overall health. The game tracks 3 main needs: sleep, shown as the top purple bar, water as the middle blue bar, and food as the green bar. Each of these operates in 2 phases, an OK period and a grace period. During the OK period, everything is stable and no action is required. Once this period ends, the grace period begins, marked in red. At this stage, the prepper auto-prioritizes basic need tasks such as eating, drinking, or resting, while also giving the player time to respond. If a need is still not fulfilled after the grace period, the life bar begins to decrease over time, representing a decline in overall health. Recovery actions such as sleeping, eating, and drinking restore health, with each completed action recovering 1 life bar, as long as the prepper is not already at full health. This makes resource planning and task timing critical for survival. In addition to health management, the character view provides access to detailed information about each prepper. The character profile button opens a full overview of the selected character, including their level, skills, available skill slots, and equipped items, while the experience button shows how experience points are distributed. With the current level and progress toward the next level, allowing players to monitor development, plan upgrades, and maintain a strong and efficient team. Now I want to expand my team by adding more preppers. I can do this through the newspaper feature in the main view. The orange notification on the button tells me there's an update available. The newspaper works like a recruitment board, showing 3 different preppers, each with their own level, skills, and experience, and this selection refreshes every in-game week, giving me new opportunities to improve my team. Since I can have up to 8 members, it's important to build a balanced group that covers as many skills as possible. For this example, I'm choosing the prepper with the highest level. Prepper level is based on total experience points, where level 0 represents an unprepared character and higher levels indicate better readiness and efficiency. The new prepper arrives at the scene, walks toward the shelter, and as soon as they reach it, they officially join the team. In the character view, I can switch between team members using the left and right navigation buttons, following the order they were added. I'll check the new prepper's profile, and since this one is level 1, he has an available skill slot to learn new skill. Prepper level affects how many skills a character can learn and how much rest they need to recover. To make a better decision, I open the team profile by clicking the game title at the top. This window gives me a full overview, including the team name, total number of preppers, their levels, total experience points, days played, and estimated survival time based on current resources. It also shows the team skills inventory, where gray icons indicate missing skills, helping me decide what skill to add to the team next. Now I'll click Team Profile button again to return to the character view, navigate to the new prepper, and open the Learn menu and click on the desired skill. Now that my team members are busy, I need to take care of their basic needs, because soon they will become tired, hungry, and thirsty. The fastest way to handle this, although not always available, is through the shop. I'll switch to the shop view. Here, I can navigate between items, resources, and assets. First, I know that I only have 1 bed in the shelter but 2 team members, so I need to purchase an additional bed. Next, I'll buy essential resources like food and water, since my fridge is almost empty. While I'm here, I'll also purchase wood and metal to prepare for future shelter upgrades. When making a purchase, I can confirm or cancel it, and confirmation is only possible if I have enough money and available storage space. Each purchase follows a delivery system based on its type. Resources are delivered by a van with a short delay, containers arrive by truck, and assets like beds are added instantly to the structure layout. When resource packages arrive, they are placed in the designated package area, and a prepper must collect and deliver them to the appropriate storage. If storage is full, the package will remain there until space becomes available, so managing storage capacity is also important. I need a prepper to collect those packages, so I'll first check on my leader in the character view. He's still assigned to a work task, which takes place outside the main scene. These types of tasks can be monitored in the map view. The map view provides a strategic overview of the world, focusing on observation rather than direct control. I can drag the map within its boundaries, but there's no zoom or rotation, keeping the view simple and clear. From here, I can see all active current work locations and available job opportunities. Each location shows the type of work and its reward level. Some areas are covered by clouds, meaning my team currently lacks the required skills to access them. As soon as I have a prepper with the right skill, those areas become visible, gradually expanding my options. Now I'll return to the character view to speed things up. Using the speed up feature, I can spend gold to instantly complete the remaining task time. This is useful when I need to quickly free up a prepper for higher priority actions. I'll activate it now, finish the task, and bring my leader back to the shelter to collect the packages. Jobs are divided into low, medium, and high pay, each with different rewards and cooldown times, so planning ahead is important. Travel paths on the map are shown with orange lines, and travel time depends on the method used, with standard, bus routes being slower and expert, taxi transport faster. As my leader returns to the shelter, I can see that his next planned task has automatically switched to package delivery. This task is prioritized, since leaving packages uncollected for too long creates a risk of them being stolen. At the same time, I notice his health bars have turned red, indicating that sleep, water, and food have entered the grace period, so his basic needs will require attention soon. I switch back to the main view to check the package status, and I can see that my second prepper has also paused their current activity and prioritized collecting the package, showing how the system dynamically reacts to urgent tasks. While essential tasks are being handled, I'll use this time to prepare the shelter for my growing team. I open the structure view, which is the main interface for building and customization. This system allows me to expand and organize the shelter using a modular approach. I start in the containers layout, where I can add and position new containers on the grid. Placement must stay within the defined build area and remain connected to the main structure. Containers also cannot be moved or removed if they contain assets or active characters. Visual indicators help guide placement, showing whether a position is valid or blocked. I place a new container to create additional space and confirm the layout. Next, I switch to the assets layout to furnish the new area. Here, I can place furniture and functional objects like beds and workstations. Assets must be positioned correctly within containers, and their access points must remain clear so characters can use them. They also cannot block doors, windows, or movement paths, and cannot be moved while in use. I place a new bed in the added space, ensuring my team has enough capacity to rest and recover efficiently. The next layout is the panels layout. This mode allows me to customize the shelter walls by placing or replacing panels such as doors, windows, and door frames. These elements are important because they directly affect accessibility, lighting, and how containers connect to each other. I'll add a window to bring in natural light and reduce electricity costs during the day, and place a door to improve movement efficiency between areas. Once I confirm the placement, the required resources are deducted from the team's inventory, but the panels remain in a planned state, meaning a prepper must complete the construction. Since my current team may not have the required skills, I'll demonstrate two additional features. The first option is Community Favors. From the main view, I open the Community Favors window, which shows nearby houses, their residents, and their availability. At the moment, I haven't completed any favors yet, so I can't request help. The second option is hiring a paid expert. This allows me to bring in a temporary specialist who can handle maintenance tasks efficiently. I'll hire an expert now. Since their time is limited to either 2 completed tasks or 3 in-game hours, it's important to use them only when tasks are ready. The expert arrives by taxi, which is the default transport for all experts. Once on site, they automatically check for available tasks and begin working. Non-team characters are marked with a colored circle, making them easy to distinguish from my own preppers. At its core, the gameplay revolves around balancing short-term survival with long-term growth. In this overview, we focused on managing essential needs like food, water, and rest, while also touching on deeper gameplay elements such as developing skills, expanding the shelter, strengthening the team, and building relationships with the community. Beyond routine survival, the game features a story-driven mission system. The missions window displays all available and upcoming missions along with their current status, providing players a clear overview to plan and prioritize tasks. Missions in Prepper Lifestyle are dynamic challenges that test the player's ability to survive under pressure while progressing toward long-term stability. Each mission integrates core systems requiring players to adapt to changing conditions. Players must balance immediate needs with broader goals, using careful planning and a cross-trained team to handle scenarios ranging from resource shortages and social challenges to alien invasions, zombie attacks, and other end-of-the-world situations. Story mode allows players to choose when to engage missions, offering flexibility while maintaining progression and immersion. Successfully completing missions rewards valuable resources and unlocks new opportunities, reinforcing the importance of preparation, strategy, and adaptability. In the next overview, I'll demonstrate the mission system in action along with additional gameplay features. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.